Good day, everyone. Today I wanted to talk about if you've come from a past of always listening to other people's judgments or opinions or thoughts on what it is that you should do with yourself. Always look to that external validation. And you're on your path of stepping into your truth and stepping into your own self-empowerment. A huge part of that healing and coming back to yourself lies in being able to trust yourself, either for the first time in your life or again. Because before, all your trust was put onto everyone else to decide for you, to feel for you, to reflect back, right? And so you had a strong trust in everyone else. So that same trust that you had in everyone else, now you need to reflect it back to yourself. And there are some aspects of everyday life and of ways of being that reflect this trust within ourselves. And one of those things, like I've mentioned in my other videos, is trusting your gut feeling, your intuition about something, your automatic feeling in your body about a person or a situation, and not ignoring that, right? So that's the first part of that. And then another layer to that is, even when other people don't agree and they don't feel the same intuition, is to not falling into that trap of that older way of being, of trusting the other person before yourself. Now, I'm not saying that our intuition is always correct, our gut feeling is always right. And I'm also not saying that other people's intuitions are always wrong. But what I am saying, in order to be able to discern situations better over time, we must start to trust our own judgment and our own feelings and our body and our mind and with our emotions, okay? And the more you practice listening to yourself, even if your intuition is off, the more you flex that muscle and the more you come back home to yourself, and you're able to listen to yourself better. You're building that relationship just as much as you built the relationship with the people around you that you trusted to reflect back your feelings or reflect back their intuition or their thoughts on what you should do. You need to build that relationship with yourself to build that trust between you and yourself. And another layer to that is asking yourself what you think first, tuning into how you feel first. Many times in the past, I would call a friend, go on the internet, research things before I asked myself how I felt about something or what I thought, because I was always chasing someone else for them to reflect back my feelings. Okay, and I was so used to doing that, and a lot of the times my actual feelings weren't reflected back to me, because whoever I was talking to was just, reflecting back their perception of what I was telling them, right? And based on their environment and their perception of life and things in general, they were just projecting that onto me, right? And getting somebody's opinion is all good, but we must practice tuning in and asking ourselves first and foremost, always. Building that strong relationship with yourself builds that trust. If you find it hard to trust yourself, because maybe there have been times in the past where you were wrong about a situation and you shamed yourself for being wrong. We're not always going to be right about how we think or feel about something, but I think the more that we tune into ourselves, the more right we will be, because we'll be really connected to our to ourselves and our center. Whereas before, maybe you put most of your energy outside of you, looking for that external validation, and then sometimes you would, ask yourself what you thought. But because your energy was already kind of dispersed and leaky and not centered, maybe your intuition wasn't as good. But with more practice and more building of that relationship with yourself, the more on point you might start becoming with making decisions in your life. And another aspect of building that self-trust is taking care of your needs, listening to what it is that you need, either physically, emotionally, mentally, when you're out with friends or you're out somewhere and you're feeling drained, you're feeling guilty, oh, maybe I should stay because nobody else has left yet, right? Knowing well that the next day you have to go to work or you have things to do. Listening to your body that's telling you, I need rest. And nurturing yourself just like you would nurture a child, okay? Coming back to ourselves, stepping into our power on this journey from coming from people pleasing requires us to reparent ourselves, take care of ourselves in the ways that maybe weren't done for us. And the more that you practice this nurturing of yourself, the more you build that self-trust. Yourself begins to feel like it's being taken care of, and it trusts you to take care of its needs. And so then you increase your energy, increase your feeling of love within you, because you're loving yourself and taking care of yourself, okay? I hope these pieces of advice helped you on your self-empowerment journey. Continue to love yourself, be there for you, listen to your needs, and you'll start to feel more at peace and fulfilled in your life. Have a wonderful day. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you in my next video. Remember to stay mindful.